We're going to leave the general WordPress general settings now, and we're going to go to users. So users are very important. These are people that have access to your website. So you want to see yourself in here, and usually administrator is the correct role for you. When we're adding a new user, the options are very simple. We set a username. The email address is important because an invitation is going to be sent to the user. You don't have to set their password. You can let them set their password. So for instance, if I just go test and I go test at PixelStorm, and I don't have to fill out the name, I don't have to fill out last name, I don't have to fill out website. This option here, send user notification, so that the user is going to get a notification in their email about their account at this website, and they'll get a link to log in, and also they'll be able to set their password along the way. That's good because you don't want to know their password. Another important aspect here is the user roles. So as I said before, administrator is the most powerful with a single WordPress website install as opposed to a multi-site install. And then the privileges slowly get less powerful. So let's just go through these roles quickly. So I've just brought them up in the WordPress.org articles. So the administrator is someone who has access to all the administrative features. The editor is someone who can publish and manage posts, including the posts of other users. The author, somebody who can publish and manage their own posts. Contributor, someone who can write and manage their own posts but cannot publish them. Subscriber, someone who can only manage their profile. So I've gone ahead and created the new test user as a subscriber. Now if I just go to all users, I see this screen here which displays all the people that have access to the website. So if I wanted to sort of configure someone's settings to change their user role, I could just go edit and I could change their user role here. Another really cool setting that I find, sometimes I find it switched off, and I find that the people that have this toolbar here switched off have the most trouble with WordPress. I think this is a really cool feature, really intuitive. So what this does is when it's switched on, and it's switched on for me at the moment as I'm logged in as the administrator here, what this does is it gives us this toolbar at the top here. Now, so say for instance, and why this is handy is because, say for instance, I'm on the Hello World post. I can tell straight away that I'm editing a post. I can go edit post, and that's going to take me straight in to the Hello World post. And once again, I can go view post, and that takes me back to the front end. So that's sort of the way I like to tackle it. I can go in to the post I'm viewing, and then I can go back out, and that's quite handy for me. It's also really handy, say for instance, if you're on a page, it says view edit page now, so I can edit the sample page. And that comes in really handy, especially when you're dealing with things like custom post types. It's always handy to know where you are in the scheme of the website. Another important part of managing users in WordPress is deleting users. Now, users usually have some sort of content that they're responsible for. You'll see that this user here is responsible for one post. So when I go to delete this user, it's going to ask me to attribute the content to another user. So I can just attribute to the remaining user and then confirm the deletion of the user.